Okay, guys, you have should have already taken the notes for adding integers. You should have played the integer football game and the integers IXL, and then of course done the check for understanding to make sure you know what you're doing. And now we're going to begin objective 2, which is subtracting integers. So let's get started. There is a couple things with subtracting. You should still have your note sheet, so we're still working from that. Okay, so there is same rules as above. Okay, same signs you add, different signs you subtract. That's no different. Okay, the only thing that is a little different is when you have a subtraction sign and a negative sign. So when you have a subtracting sign and a negative sign next to each other, you change it to next to each other. Next to each other, then you change to a positive. Okay, and something I like to use, it's called, I know you've seen it using multiplying and dividing fractions, well actually just dividing fractions, is a keep, change, flip. Okay, and this is, so it's keep, change, and flip. Okay, and how that works, so if I have an example of 6 minus negative 2 equals, okay, so we're going to keep our 6, okay, change this to addition, and change that, so it says flip, so if we flip it, it would be a positive 2. So now we would add, and that 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, so you can use keep, change, flip, or you can remember the rule that when the signs are together, they turn to a positive, and then you would add. Okay, so there's two different ways you can do it. You can try to remember the rule that when the signs are together, you change them to a positive, or you can do keep, change, flip. Keep, change, flip is really awesome and very simple, so you could always do it that way too. So another example is negative 6 minus negative 2. Okay, so let's use the keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep the negative 6. We're going to change this to a positive, and we're going to flip this from a negative to a positive. Okay, and in this case, this time we are not adding because the signs are different. So when the signs are different, we subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number, which just happens to be 6. So it's going to be a negative 4. Awesome, I hope that helps. Okay, so let's go over and start practicing some of these. And you should always do the keep, change, flip before you start putting them on the number line. Okay, so let's look at this one. In this case, we don't need to do it because these are the same signs. Okay, so when you have the same signs, well, let's just put it on the number line. So we have a negative 4 right here. Okay, and then a negative 3. So in that case, we would go which way? To the left. 1, 2, 3. So now we have a negative 7. Okay, and then you would keep your signs. Okay, if it helps you to do keep, change, flip, you of course can do that, and it would change to negative 4. That would be a plus, and that would turn to negative 3. And the signs are the same, so we have negative 7. Okay, I mean, again, like I said, if you want to do the keep, change, flip every time, you are more than welcome to. So keep, change, flip that negative to a positive. So if you look, these are probably going to be both positive. So that would put 7, positive 7, and then we move 2, which is positive 9. Okay, let's go on down, and we're going to work on this one. So again, keep, and then we're going to change this to positive, and we're going to flip that to negative. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that on the, so we have positive 4, negative 5 goes to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so our answer should be negative 1, which if we use the rules, opposite signs you subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number, which is negative 5. Alright, last one. So we're going to keep the negative 10. We're going to change the negative to a positive, well, the subtraction to addition. And then we're going to flip the negative to a positive. Okay, and so let's put it on, let's plot it. We have a negative 10. Now we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which gives us negative 3. And that would be the case because signs are different. We subtract, which is 3, and then keep the bigger sign, which is negative. Alright, perfect. Once again, you're going to use your notes and you're going to move on and do some practice, and then you're going to continue on to a check for understanding and make sure you have your teacher sign off on that. And then you can move on to the third objective. Have a great day.